Well, the summer is nearing its midpoint, as is the year 2022. And for the past 2 years, some people have had a lot of challenges from the pandemic to the economy. Sometimes you just need some motivational words to keep it going and do so with a smile on your face. So joining me this morning is Ms. Harolyn Benjamin, who's going to try and give you guys those good, kind words to put a smile on your face. So thank you so much for joining me this morning as we start a new segment, Motivational Mondays, as we're going to call it. Today is Tuesday.
Yes.
It'll be on a Monday moving forward.
Well,
I promise.
You know, there was so much more that we had to skip a day and wait. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, of course. And so before we get into what you would say to people at home, you know, maybe just to put a smile on their face, kind of give people your background and your story.
You know, part of my story is that I'm an evacuee. I didn't get here the regular way, but it is home for me now. But in 2020, we had this mysterious illness that we could not figure out what it was. And finally got an answer, something called myasthenia gravis. Been hospitalized a couple of times with it, but the great thing is that in the midst of that, I've chosen to find joy. Yesterday, joy, I said joy eluded me all day long, but I chased after it because I feel like joy is a choice. And so even in the midst of some of our toughest battles and our biggest circumstances, we have a choice. And for me, joy has become that choice.
And I would say definitely looking in times of pain and suffering, it's hard to find that joy.
It really is.
And so what was it? Was it people around you or just your mindset?
I think it was, of course, it definitely was my husband, it was my children, it was my tribe. But I had some phenomenal doctors. My belief carried me, my faith that God did not bring me to that point to just kind of leave me. But asking those questions, you know, not the why questions, but what can I get out of this? Who is this going to help? Because I truly believe that we go through things so that we can be a blessing to someone else, so that we can help somebody else who's going to go through that process. And so those were my biggest takeaways. You know, how am I going to help somebody else? And it's been amazing how many people have seen my story and said, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I have. So it's been challenging at times. Would I want to go through it again? Absolutely not. But I'm grateful and thankful for the lessons that I've learned in this process.
That is beautiful. Let's talk a little bit about the lessons that you've learned and what you were willing to share with people at home. So let's talk about the 7 steps you have.
Absolutely. And so the first one I want to tell people is get a great theme song. You know, there is nothing like a great theme song to take you through the day. For me, it's, you know, Don't Stop Believing. No, I'm not going to sing it this morning because it's kind of early. But having a song that's going to carry you through, having something, whatever that thing is, that's going to carry you through, just something when you're in the midst of it, you can hum. My husband had a tendency of, at the end of me just going, I can't do this, I can't do that. He would often say to me, you know, put one foot in front of the other. And he would sing that song a lot. It's a great song, a lot. But you've got to have something that's going to push you forward. Number 2, don't do things by yourself. Find a buddy. It is so difficult when you are in the midst of something to see beyond where you are. And so you've got to have somebody who's going to help you in that process, who's going to be able to say, you can do this, you've got this. Come on, just one more day, one more doctor, one more you know, moment of you don't have that job, you don't have that perfect job, but it's coming. You've got to have a cheerleader. You've got to have somebody who's got your back. Number 3, don't take yourself so seriously on Motivational Mondays. We often say, oh my God, it's Monday, I've got to go to work. Change your mindset, change your life. It truly is more than just a mantra. For me, it is the power. There's so much power in the tongue. There's so much power in your words. And so if you get up enough days and you say, I don't feel well, well, guess what? You're not going to feel well. Yes, a positive attitude can change how you feel about things. So make sure that you're not taking things so seriously. Number 4, it's always a fabulous day to reward yourself. I believe in giving yourself something good. Don't, you know, say, well, I shouldn't have that because of this. If you want to go get an ice cream, go get an ice cream. If you want to go get a bag of chips, go get a bag of chips. Whatever that thing is that you want to do. If you want to take a small vacation by yourself, take the small vacation by yourself. Reward yourself for just doing one more day. Number 5, have some great visuals. You know, we are all about social media now. Make sure that you're putting positive things that you want to see on your page, as well as things that are going to be able to bless somebody else. Nobody wants to see a whole bunch of stuff that's, you know, divisive and causes issues and problems. Some of the best videos are children and cats and dogs. So if you don't have a selfie of yourself, put a picture of a, you know, dog doing something that is phenomenal, or a child doing something. It will change your life. Number 6, make sure that you remember that gratitude and being thankful and grateful goes a long way. Every day I wake up saying, I'm so grateful that I'm not where I was 2 years ago. Yes, I still have my challenges. Yes, every day brings something different. But I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I'm now on medication that has changed my life tremendously. You had to help me up this morning, but there was a time I would not have, even with your help, been able to do that. So I'm very grateful where I am today. And then finally, number 7, no matter what happens, never, ever, 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 ever give up. There's always hope on the other end. There's always an opportunity. Even after 2 years of going through this, I said, you know, I don't know if I'm ever going to get any better. And so to go from that to having my nonprofit, getting ready to turn 24, doing this wonderful thing with you, the segment with you, never give up. Never give up.
And it's beautiful, and it's honestly a pleasure to have you on the show. We're just about out of time, and I could say sometimes the resolution of your story could be the start to somebody else's, so I'm blessed that you are here to share your story.
I love that.
I just came up with it.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. My mom used to tell me that. So hopefully we can have you more on the show. Obviously, share a little bit more about your story, the diagnosis, and how you've gotten to the point where you are today. So I want to say
thank you.
Thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you.